You know, NXTPRO PRO16, this is the official Grassroots partner of Puma.
You win Puma Pro16, you can talk about something.
Players are ready, coaches are ready, fans are ready. We hope you are too.
If we bring everything that we're supposed to do that day, there's nobody messing with us.
It might be broken, but there are games to be played, so you gotta tape it up and hoop.
You still ain't got the offers you want. You don't. And even you get the offer you want, you're not done yet. Because what gets you to college ain't gonna keep you there.
I think I should be a 5-star for sure, and I will show that this summer on the Pro 16 circuit.
Oh my goodness!
People haven't really seen me at play, and I think once they do, I'm gonna shoot up the rankings even more.
They say he's the best guard in Texas, so I'm just really looking forward to see what all the talk is about.
Nobody should have a chance against us. Not what the we got.
You can just tell this is something special.
It's kind of like, wow, it's that moment where we get to go, all right, now we're in the big leagues kind of thing.
Guys, we're done saying, hey, we got talent, because everyone has talent on the circuit.
This is the biggest decision of my life.
Cannot be afraid of the roll. You got to go get it. I mean, this is big-time players making big-time plays in big-time games. We begin the season in Las Vegas, the site of the annual Pro 16 Directors Meeting. Teams from across the country convene at UNLV's campus to discuss league operations as the Pro 16 League returns, and there are some major changes.
Vegas is all about getting everyone aligned with the vision that NXTPRO and Puma Hoops have together as we build out this grassroots circuit at the shoe sponsored level. And you're bringing in some people that have been with us and know us pretty well, and then you're bringing in a lot of new people. And the thing is, even the people that know us well, there's a lot of changes this year with the switch to Puma Hoops as we signed a long-term agreement with them, and there is some big implications that are very positive, but again, a lot of people have to come to find out exactly what those are.
Hey, thanks for letting me come in today. Really appreciative of everybody's time and energy, and our relationship and partnership with Matt, although just a few months in, is really exciting. And the people in this room, what we feel like on behalf of Puma you're gonna do to help advance our business and our relationship with the consumer is really cool, and we're really excited about it. You know, NXTPRO PRO16, this is the official Grassroots partner of Puma. All the money, energy, time that we have and we want to spend, right? We have players, we have assets we'd like to put on tournaments, but Matt is the partner, and Pro 16 is the league that's going to drive this business for us.
Mike White, who really orchestrated and led this deal as we signed with Puma Hoops, was instrumental in us signing with them in a number of ways. And what was great to have him at the conference is him sharing the vision that Puma Hoops has as this grows, and it's just in its infancy stage. First year, there's a lot of things coming together. But Mike, I felt like, spoke to the fact that they're committed to us long term. They're committed to not just us as a league, but our teams. And most importantly, they're committed to the players.
When we talk about, like, is Puma really invested in this? So this is something I kind of stumbled upon. This is our CEO in Germany. We do once a quarter, he sends out like a video, a recorded message, and he actually is referencing the great things that happened with the brand. Dennis Schroeder had a great show out. Breanna Stewart won the WNBA MVP. We had some great soccer events globally. He actually talks about this partnership and what this means for the basketball business in total, but what also it means for the U.S. So this is something we're vested in. We're going to get better and smarter every single month, every single season as we roll through it. But this is something that the brand feels good about, and it's not just a little kind of project in the U.S. This is on the radar globally.
You know, I was probably a little reluctant at first in knowing we were changing our brand partnership. We had worked pretty hard to build the previous brand partnership. Now what? Is this just going to be another one and done, or is this going to work out?
So when we talk about where Puma's going from footwear, because it always kind of leads back to sneakers, there's 4 things as a company we're really driving, right? In December, we're going to launch the Scoot Zero, which is Scoot Henderson's first shoe. So when a rookie signs with a brand, a signature shoe usually doesn't come year 1. Usually doesn't come month 2. So it's going from 0 to a lot really fast. So this is called the Georgia Peach. It'll launch in December, and awesome expectations. All Pro Nitros in the performance lens of the brand. That's some of the product that we'll be utilizing in this league as we get it kicked off. And then the MB3. So this is the #1 signature basketball program at Foot Locker. It is bigger than any Kyrie shoe. It's bigger than any LeBron shoe. It's bigger than Ja. It's the #1 signature shoe at Foot Locker. We do want to do a NXTPRO branded sneaker. So this is a shoe we have the thought process around launching through Pro16, right, as the launch partner, as the avenue to kind of tell some cool stories. This is an important partnership for us. This is the official partnership. Everything we do in Grassroots basketball is going to be through the lens of this. We can't wait to bring more investment, more time, and more energy to it. We're going to get there, and we're going to keep kind of helping make this a great story, and we're here to support and here to help however we can.
Thanks, Mike. We are very excited to be with Puma as a brand, and very excited that we have a long-term future with Puma.
That was definitely one of the most impactful meetings that we've had as a company since I've been here, and I think it all boils down to Mike coming in for that day, standing up in front of our Pro16 directors, a lot of them who had been with us through our first year, and basically embrace Matt's vision and embrace our vision as NXTPRO as well.
It's exciting. It's exciting to see the brand get behind it and to see that it's a real partnership between the league and the brand and then all the teams. And yeah, it was a really great vibe coming out of it.
The meeting was really, really great. It was just great to meet the other program directors as well. Just hearing Puma's vision for the circuit and how they want to help us as coaches and directors, and what they see for the kids and how they can add value to it. I think it's going to be great.
You know, that was the whole thing. I wanted to come where people has your back, and Puma has our back, it seems like, and that's what I'm really excited for.
You look around this room, we've got people from all different backgrounds, and you don't have to be doing this. The reality is you could be doing something else. You could be somewhere else today. So you are giving back, you're choosing to give back, and our why is really important to our story. The newest programs to our circuit on the Pro16 are the Puma athletes. So you've got to start with LaMelo Ball's team, 1-of-1 Elite this year. YGC, Marcus Smart's team out of Dallas, that has been really good in the past. And now with Puma Hoops having this circuit, he's able to bring that group back. Very excited about that.
My name is Kevin Saunders. I'm the program director for YGC 36. That's Marcus Smart's elite youth basketball program. They're giving a platform to the kids. At the end of the day, that's what I'm about, giving kids an option to be successful, to go to the next level.
Well, I want Pro16 to be extremely successful. I want to get these kids some scholarships. I want the kid that's not on that format right now, but can be on that format and just be successful.
The thing that I'm most excited about is competing against some of those heavyweights. I think this Pro16 circuit, these first couple of years, is going to do a great job of preparing our young guys to go against the best competition there is out there. We're going to recruit hard, we're going to coach hard, and we'll see what happens, but I'm excited to see it.
It's a 32-team bracket in July. This is super important. I told you there's going to be at least 20 teams in this league. 4 of you aren't going to make the finals.
There's 2 levels to our circuit, but it's 1 league. One half of the bracket is Pro16, the other half is Next, which again is something that no other league or circuit has or is able to present to their teams. And because of that, every first round matchup that's played is between a Pro16 against a Next team.
It's going to be seeded based on how you do. It's not some bogus thing where it's like some made-up algorithm or whatever. It's win-loss, strength schedule, and point differential. We'll still get you good games. You'll still be in a showcase. You'll get in front of the college coaches. All that will happen. But the regular season matters this year.
I want to win the whole thing. I want to win the 17s. I mean, we're all competitors. I'm a competitor, and that's what we're coming to do. Like, we know it's going to be a challenge, and the league is filled with talent, and obviously one family is the defending champs, rightfully so, but we want to compete, and we're looking forward to making a name for ourselves.
For me, Jamie Shaw, by title, Senior National Recruiting Analyst at On3. Most of the film and the viewings come through me. The first Monday of every month, we update a ranking. It goes out to 150. We start, I guess, the summer after a player's freshman year. So after they get done playing their freshman year of high school and then into their travel season after that, around the September, October, November timeframe is our first ranking. It'll typically be about 50 players. So just by being Puma, Under Armour, Adidas, does not matter at all. It's watching the player play and how what they're doing projects. Then at that point, it doesn't necessarily matter what circuit it is, who they're playing with, who they're playing for.
All we wanted was somebody to embrace our idea and our vision and what we were doing. And immediately, I think a lot of people thought to themselves, this is different.
I think a lot of directors questioned when we made the move, as anybody rightfully would when you're trying something new and something switches so fast. They questioned the long-term viability. They questioned how much Puma was really involved, how much they were around. And this meeting truthfully silenced that, as every single director came up to me after the meeting who was with us the year before and said, wow, this is incredible. We've got the vice president of Puma in the house. He's speaking to us. He's speaking to how committed they are. He's showing us the vision, the brand, and what's to come, and that Puma is just starting back up in basketball since 2018, and the vision continues to grow, and NXTPRO is a part of that vision. And people hearing that, it gave them, I think, joy just to be really excited and be frank about it, but it also gave them some confidence and some swagger leaving out of UNLV's campus, where we had the meetings there in Vegas, with a little bit of confidence more than what they had before.
The previous year helped get our word out and our name out a little bit as a circuit that you needed to pay attention to, that you needed to come to if you wanted to watch some high caliber talent. And that really carried over into this past season. We are probably twice the size circuit as we were the previous year. We did 32 events from coast to coast.
So we started the year in Atlanta in an event at Scoot Henderson's gym, Next Play 360, and that was our first regional Pro 16 event, the first time we were able to see teams play.
Point guard out of Florida. This guy is running with Team Scoot, and he's a returner for our circuit. It's Evan Sturk.
Evan, can you kind of share any interest, any offers you've currently gotten kind of as you've been going? Has there any been, I'm sure there's buzz around. Can you share a little bit of that with us?
Yeah, no, I mean, last year's Pro 16 circuit helped me out crazy, but now I have offers. I have Jacksonville University, Samford University, and UMKC. But interest, I have Vanderbilt's on me, Indiana State, Mercer, Stetson. We got Georgia State. They're both all running in, so now it's just an exciting process. My head coach really rocks with me. He trusts me, give me the keys to just go out there, and he knows what I'm gonna do, get wins, and just really provide for the team. So I mean, I'm excited. I can't wait.
Evan will be at Atlanta this weekend. He'll be competing with Team Scoot, so catch him there. You won't want to miss him.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate y'all having me on.
The NXTPRO division is made up of more than 200 teams in the 17U, separated into 7 tiers based on your team's win-loss record, strength of schedule, and point differential. If the team wins, they will be rewarded with Pro 16 opponents. Even though one family had a good opening weekend, it was clear that they weren't the same team from a season ago. There was one team that came into the circuit that stood out above the rest, BTI, led by Nik Khamenia, and he had some new help this year with the addition of Xavion Staten.
One of the best shot blockers in America, arguably the best shot blocker in America, incredible vertical spacer, a legitimate lob threat, probably the best lob threat in the whole Pro 16 circuit.
I'm Xavion Staten, 17. So I grew up here, Las Vegas, Nevada, born and raised. I was always a football kid. Kind of was getting pushed to because I started to get taller and taller. You know, by my mom and my dad really, they just were like, hey, go ahead and try this. And freshman year I tried it, made varsity, and it's been my love ever since. There was definitely an adjustment. I had no coordination. I didn't even know how to pick up a ball. It was just, I was just there. I was that kid that was tall. So right now I'm 7'1", and I think the biggest growth spurt was probably 8th grade to freshman year, so that was my COVID year. I think I grew about like 6, 7 inches. I was underdog, I was unknown. I was just starting to play for my first year on a circuit. I really was just starting to get the grasp and concept of basketball, but I necessarily didn't fully buy in until that AAU season, but I started going and college coaches started noticing me. I started putting in efforts and work behind the scenes, and that just kind of led up till now. I just recently rose 120 spots in the rankings, and that was just a huge accomplishment. You know, job's never done, but you can definitely celebrate the small little victories. My goals have always been to just, you know, get basketball to pay for college. Now it's really all a matter of developing as a person and as a basketball player. Some ones that are keeping in contact, like highly, are, you know, Kansas, you have UCLA, you have Arizona, you have Cal, you have schools like that. I definitely feel not necessarily more comfortable, but more confident. You know, I feel like I can play and hang with a certain group of guys. You know, before it was kind of just like, oh, I'm the new guy. I feel like I'm getting pushed around and stuff. These people don't know who I am. They're just like, oh, it's this new kid, whatever. But definitely, it's always been a humble mindset. My parents have helped me be able to keep that mindset. I carry that with me today, is that just staying humble and, you know, hungry. I'm excited to just get a clean little slate, get to go play with a team that's very talented, and play on a circuit that's very high competition. There were many times where like you want to just give up and just, you know, just call it quits, but in the end you keep going and keep fighting for what you love and believe in, and it all ends up working out in a sense, you know. As far as like quitting, I don't feel like that's something that I can really do.
Xavion Staten is a really long, lanky 7-footer that is just starting to realize how good he is. He's very talented at blocking shots. I think he's the best shot blocker in the class of 2025 without question. The offensive game continues to develop, continues to come along, and I'm very excited to see how BTI can draw out the offensive side of him and continue to show just his development and the fact that he can shoot the ball, he can score inside when given those opportunities.
Yeah, BTI, I mean, we're known as kind of the Spurs in AAU basketball, so the kids that we recruit have to love to pass because we're going to share the ball. That's ingrained in our fiber, in our fabric of our program. We've obviously are attracted to high academic student athletes and guys with high character. That's why we've had 35 guys go to the Ivy League. I think with Puma now and this reorganization of the Pro 16 League, I think it'll be one of the best platforms in the country.
BTI opened up their season in Walnut Creek, California, with the chance to prove that they are one of the best teams on the circuit.
Nik Khamenia is a guy who If you remember from last year, we've all been super high on over at NXTPRO from the second that we got eyes on him, and he's continued to gradually rise as a result of that, now coming in as probably a borderline top 30 kid heading into the spring and summer, and I think he's going to keep ascending. I think he's going to have a massive year.
We started out first little session in Walnut Creek, and that was a great session, but it was our first time playing as a team ever.
I was shocked, and I mean shell-shocked, when Select Basketball just took it to BTI. Beat them by double digits, not just by 10. If I recall correctly, they beat them by 20-plus points that night.
They can all shoot it really well. The ball moves really well. They might be outmatched a lot of times athletically, but they have a defensive system where they are all tied together and they depend on one another and they're helping each other all the time.
And again, BTI is one of the most talented, if not the most talented roster, with Nik Khamenia and Xavion Staten, two guys that continue to rise in the rankings every time they update. Select, not as talented, but they coached really well, the kids played very well, they hit a bunch of outside shots, and BTI, in their first game of the season, got a wake-up call that, hey, we might be what some would call the favorites, but we better show up.
After BTI suffered a loss in Walnut Creek, the circuit shifted to Dallas with Pro16 play beginning, and some clear favorites emerged. YGC, a team full of Division I prospects, came into Dallas as one of the top teams to watch, led by two top 100 players, Chris Cenac Jr. and Caden Bug Edwards. Cenac and Edwards are believed to have NBA upside.
It's my big right here. Chris Ford. Best duo, Pro16 right here. This is Chris right here. We're going to put a soul off here. For sure.
You know, a lot of guys think one big name will win a game. I want 10 starters, 10 dogs, 10 guys that's going to sacrifice. Basically the same thing college coaches are looking for is what we're looking for.
YGC's playing style is very up-tempo. They're looking to get the quickest basket.
I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana. I've been playing since I was a little kid. I always had love for the game. But after quarantine, my 9th grade year, is when I really started taking it more serious. Sophomore year, when I started getting offers, that's what really motivated me to keep playing and just work harder. I'm 6'10" right now. I hit my growth spurt my 7th, 8th grade year. Like during quarantine, actually, I was just growing. So before the pandemic, I was about 5'10". And then after going into my freshman year, I grew already to 6'7". So I just was growing, sitting in the house all day.
A lot of people don't understand how skilled he is. A lot of people like to use the word positionless. You can literally use him all over the floor.
People like list me as a center, but I'm not really a center. I'm more of like a stretch forward. I can really play all around the court and defend really any position.
He can play the 3, 4, 5, take you off the bounce, shoot over the top, post you up.
He has the skill set to be a future top 5 NBA draft pick. I think his game translates better than just about anybody.
The first 2 games we played Friday night and Saturday morning, we got those W's. It was a good game. We played good. I knew Bug beforehand. He can really shoot the ball. He's going to make shots. So, and he can take a guy out the dribble. So it's kind of hard to guard him when he's really fast. He can push the ball all the way up the court and go get a layup easily, and he shoot the 3. So the other players and the coaches, I'm getting a good relationship with them pretty quickly. So yeah, they support me. They let me play, and I like that a lot.
And he was one of our best players, but by far not our only great player that we had on our circuit. And their team was good, but not our best team on this circuit either.
That was a really super physical game, fast-paced. We really picked it up in the second half where we took off and we just started hitting a lot of shots, playing together. We got up about 18, I think. And then with about like 4 minutes left, they just went on like a 14-0 run. They got to like 3.
Southern Ties is catching YGC early in the year at the right time before they mesh, but you still have to give them credit. They showed up, they performed, and Coach B, Coach Reibe, they got the team right for this opening weekend on the Pro 16 in Dallas.
That loss we had later during the Saturday day to Southern Ties, we could have came out better. We could have came out better. We played better in the second half when we were down about 17. We came back strong. We fought, but we should have just started out the game early. The goal is to not lose any more games, but when we see them later down the road, we're definitely gonna get that get back. So.
I like that one. I keep telling y'all, once again, you're gonna be against everybody in the damn gym.
Nah, our mindset was definitely different. We wanted to come in that game and make a statement because we knew they had the hype, they had the cameras was all there for them, and we really wanted to make a statement. I feel like we did that.
John Reibe, Southern Ties out of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. I'm the program director, so I'll be trying to lead these guys in our first year as best as I can. I want the best players. The best players sometimes have a little bit of something to them, so that's fine. I want the best of the best. My goal is always to have the best of the best and beat everyone.
As Southern Ties rose in the standings, the group from San Antonio took a step back without their top 100 guard, Kingston Flemings.
Kingston Flemings out the first week of the season. It's never ideal to have one of your top prospects out. He's dealing with a hand injury right now. And ultimately, when you got a guy like Kingston Flemings, he makes everybody better. And so when you don't have him, it's going to hurt your team a lot. They struggled this weekend, and their record definitely echoes that struggle. And I think it'll take some time to, get back going. But the biggest thing is they've got to get Kingston Flemings healthy to have a great season.
It's a rocky road. There's tons of ups and downs. We started this as an independent, just for some neighborhood kids to get together. We've always focused on development. It was really hard to leave being independent because that was that chip on our shoulder. We're the little kid on the block that's going out there and we're fighting the big dogs every chance we get, and we're looking for a fight and we're looking to compete, and sometimes we're going to lose and sometimes we're going to win, and that's just what it's been. But I think we needed to expand our reach to really help these young men.
What you gonna do today, Latrell?
Rebound and block shots.
He's not doing that. What up, y'all? Zachariah Linton, here with SA Future Pro 16, 17U. Kingston Flemings. Ball boy, y'all know, we got the 5-star here. Can't play today. Don't do that. Can't play for USA. Devontae, most athletic. Hooper in San Antonio. Camden Kogel in the flesh. Hey, everybody look out for the name Camden Kogel. All right.
SA Future was in a bad spot, to be honest, and I think they tell you the same thing. Anytime that you have a bad weekend, it is going to hurt you.
Breaking news out of North Carolina. There is a brand new team joining the Pro 16. Eli and Isaac Ellis have announced that they will be playing for TLBA this spring and summer on the Puma circuit.
My name is Eli Ellis. I got into basketball, my dad, he played and he coached growing up, so I kind of just lived in it, since a child. I was in a baby carriage while my dad coached, watching his practice, I think, since I was born. That was my whole life.
We 5-time, soon to be 6. You understand? You understand? Can't nobody beat us, can't nobody touch us. We too good. Do not start this game off slow. Do you hear me?
They told us you don't have to be great at basketball, but you gotta be great at something. So really just having a winning culture in our family, really installing in us loyalty, competitiveness.
He says all the time, nobody cares how big you are. At the end of the day, nobody really cares. You just gotta keep working and work harder. So that's the kind of thing I live by. No matter how many followers or how much attention I get, it doesn't really matter that much at the end of the day. You just gotta keep working harder and getting better. So that's what I kind of go by. My confidence has kind of always been my thing. I've always been a confident person. No matter what stage I'm on, I feel like I've worked harder than most people I'm playing against. So that confidence of knowing no matter what you do or what you say or what bucket you get, I know I've worked hard on you, and I know that in the long run that's gonna pay off. And I'm winning. I haven't been on a team where I haven't won. So, it shows. I don't want to lose a game this summer, and I want to win the whole thing. So whatever that is and whatever it takes, I'm gonna do it.
Like Eli said, we just, wherever we go, we like to win. I'm gonna play defense, I'm gonna be a leader, I'm gonna make the right play, I'm gonna get extra possessions, I'm gonna hit open shots, so, hopefully not losing the game this summer.
Me and my brother have a great relationship. Argue a little bit here and there, but that's part of it. That's part of being brothers and part of being in a competitive environment. So, it's been a lot of fun. We don't have that much time left playing together, so just be able to enjoy it and win and have a lot of fun. Everybody's expecting us to do good and play and perform on that stage, and trust me, every game is a show.
if I get you this low, we're just going off that post slide. As soon as the ball's hitting your knees, you're ripping into it.
It's low too.
It's low.
Let me see.
Watch you up.
Here.
And you come across your face. I wish you'd come across chest. Don't go low.
Just
a lot of guys hesitate on the low. Rip it across your face and dunk it on the other side. Ready? Rip. So rip it down. And dunk it on the other side. Better. But you ain't got to go that high.
We've had a lot of love when we play in Indianapolis, so should be a lot of people here. Should be fun. Should be a good atmosphere, especially with the gym in there.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be fun. You gonna pick a fit up for each other? We can pick out any fit, right?
Yeah. No, this is my fit. We're picking you out of fit.
Okay, I'm picking Caden out of fit. What size are you wearing? Large.
All right. Bet.
I'm gonna put this as the over.
All right, let's go put it on you. That's you.
I'll rock it.
No, you got no undershirt too.
No undershirt? I'm gonna look buff. Okay, I like this. You ready? Is it backwards? No, it's not backwards. Okay, I look kind of big. 3, 2,
1. I actually look tough though. I would wear this.
Cool shoes that I currently have, I got these. It's like the suede ones. I just got these. I got a bunch of LaMelos. Those are the only basketball shoes I wear, LaMelos. I don't know. Anything like black, tan, white, just like solid colors, that's what I wear.
Oh, is it? That's what he wears, just black, tan, and white. Short jokes.
No more short jokes. All it takes is one push.
All right, but this is...
Yeah, back room. He's the only problem with our team right now. Like, we all get along. We all got a great culture, great bond. It's just him.
Bro, stop dropping stuff, bro. Stop dropping stuff.
He's like that.
There's immaturity.
And he's just an outlier.
Personality.
What are you gonna do about it?
I'm trying to draw him back in, but you know, every time you try to do something to him or like try to help him figure it out, he just does something sus.
That color looks weird on me. It makes my butt look fat.
We're locked in. Smooth.
Vibes.
What we got?
A whole bunch of stuff.
A lot of stuff.
Some shoes, clothes, sweatpants, socks.
Caden.
Got some socks that's all I needed.
Shout out Puma, man. Appreciate it.
Hello. We got these, size 13, solid. I got some clothes to go with this too. Yeah, this tracksuit to go with it. Got this tracksuit. Got these shoes, they're all blacks. These are hard. Or like these, just mixing it up. Different colors, put that together with really anything. Right now, it is 4 o'clock. You play at 6:30. It is Friday. We got our first game at 6:30 against United Pursuit. So we got about another hour or so to chill, hang out before we got to head over to the gym. Get ready. So first game, PRO16.
Good job, boys. 40 in the first half is crazy.
The teams are way better than that, bro.
Right.
Y'all saw the first
That
game
was the
there.
next team, so this Pro16. So 1 of 1 is playing Rhode Island League, and they say that's going to be one of our toughest games. That'll be our last game. Take 5-10 minutes, breathe, don't check your phone, because guess what'll happen? You might be ready to think about some stuff, and your old girl goes, "Man, I miss you, baby. I wish you were here." Or you go and you start flipping, you see your ex-girlfriend out with some dude at prom, and then like you can get sidetracked. Just, now look, 10 minutes, that's fine. But stay, hey, you're here. This is a business trip, all right? All that, hey, guess what? When you get home, guess what's gonna be waiting on you? All that stuff. All right? Hey, let's get a break.
TLBA 3 Family Last Days. 1, 2, 3.
TLBA Family. As action continued from Indianapolis, scouts had their eyes on 7-foot center Eric Reibe from Germany.
I'm Eric Reibe. I play for Team Museum and I come from Germany. I'm 17 years old. I can play inside, I can play outside, I can bring it up, I can shoot, I can pass. I can create shots for my teammates. I can also get my own shots off. Yeah, it's just how I play.
Eric is very special. He's another high major kid. I believe he'll be 1 or 2 years and done and off to the league. He's one of those bigs that's very skilled. Eric is a high level, integrity, high IQ kid as well.
I actually started playing basketball in Switzerland for a team called Aldesheim. And then I went to a club called Star Wings, and Nemanja Kalasan taught me a lot of things, how to be a flexible center. And then when I was 14, I moved back to Germany and played for Ratzefarm Ulm, where Chris Ensminger played a huge part of my development, where I got my strength and my conditioning from, where I got all the basics from. And then I was 16, Rodney Rice and Eric Harris brought me over here to the States to play in DC and in Maryland.
You know, Washington, D.C., Maryland, Virginia area basketball, I believe, is the best in the entire nation. If you look at the top 25 teams in high school in the country, mostly probably 6 or 7 of them are from our area.
In America, it's more athletic and more fast-paced. Over there in Europe, it's more like fundamentals and just playing around plays, I guess, and playing through the centers. And over here, it's more, you know, play, run up and down, run up and down.
I believe, you know, after these live periods this summer, he'll definitely move up in the rankings and he'll earn the respect of everybody who's doing these rankings.
You know, he's right now in the rankings in the 120s as he starts with us, and I think when people see him, the ranking evaluators that haven't had a chance to see him necessarily, he's going to do nothing but just skyrocket up the rankings with the talent and skill level he has.
Isaac Ellis, I think, is severely underrated. He's a player that a lot of people kind of view as just Eli's sidekick, Eli's little brother.
His game, real scrappy, plays defense. He's not the tallest either, but he knows how to get under people's skin, knows how to take the ball from people, knows how to knock it down from really anywhere. He can also be a point guard as well. He can handle the ball. People, I think his skills at the point guard position are a little bit underrated.
A lot of people have seen like just the catch and shoot, the offensive fouls, charges, stuff like that. But I average 13 points, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. So there's a lot of things that point guards usually are known for doing, scoring and stuff like that. But I think, being a true point guard, getting rebounds and assists, that's probably the biggest thing.
All the things we needed to work on, we did. Good job. Tomorrow gets a lot tougher. So first game will be good, but that second game is going to be a war, and it'll be a war from start to finish, which is what I want. What some of you are experiencing is a promise that God made to everybody, and it's in Proverbs. It says, "Those who are diligent will stand before kings. They will not stand before mere obscure men." So what that verse means is those who are excellent in their craft, those who work for thousands of hours when nobody else was working, they will stand before people of importance. But like what you're experiencing, it's because of all the work you've put in. You didn't accidentally get on this team. We asked a lot of questions about you before we even took you. Is he a good kid? Does he work hard? So all this success, some of the stuff you're experiencing, it's not by accident. But what are you going to do with it? Because a lot of people get a taste of this, you know what they do? They let off the gas. You still ain't got the offers you want. You don't. And even when you get the offer you want, you're not done yet. Because what gets you to college ain't going to keep you there.
A lot of people want to chase the spotlight. Find a way to be the spotlight, right? If you do the right things over and over and over again, right? 5-6 years ago, people didn't know who the Ellis brothers were, right? But they kept doing the right thing over and over and over again. Now look at the crowd this year, right? They didn't chase the spotlight, they became the spotlight.
I like Eli and Isaac, have a really good personality, and they're like nice to like all their fans like me.
He's just really good. I mean, you can tell he's definitely put like a lot of work in, and he definitely deserves it.
I'm really happy they came to Indy.
Yo, can I be on YouTube? Is that free? Yeah. Can you say you're so shifty? I'm with my boy Eli. I'm so shifty. Oh, shit. They had number 22 on that team. He's apparently ranked ahead of me in ESPN. And he's like 23rd point guard in the country. And I had like 20, didn't play the second half, a lot of assists, and he had like 7 turnovers, maybe 4 points. Nothing against him, it's basketball, just that I'm a better player. When I saw those rankings, it just didn't make sense. Felt disrespectful. I felt like I've proved, my resume has proved that I'm one of the best point guards in the country, no matter what level. And it's kind of somewhat disrespectful to not even have me in the top 100. I'm not asking to be number 1, but at least put me top 40, top 25, because I feel like I deserve that.
40!
Everyone going in and him having a massive target on his back, he outperformed and outplayed anybody that stood on the court with him.
After dominating their previous matchups, TLBA came into their next game prepared for battle.
All right, now this is kind of our first test, real test all year. So I'm excited about it. So, like, they're a little bit like us. Like, they have an edge. They give everybody on the circuit a good game. So you don't fear them, but you better respect them. And it will be a dogfight. Like, it will be a dogfight.
TLBA obviously had a lot of beefs with several different teams, most notably Rhode Island Elite. Those two teams did not like each other.
I'm Nik Khamenia. I'm the program director / 17U head coach for Rhode Island Elite. This will be our 9th year now as a program, and I've been running it the whole time. So we're about hard work, man. We play hard. You have to play hard to play for Rhode Island Elite. We kind of get it out the mud. That's our mentality. We don't care about some of the politics, rankings, things like that. We're just going to show up and play hard and play like some dogs.
It seemed after every single basket was scored, they were going at each other.
Oh, God. Yeah, look, as a tournament operator, your worst fear in life is something chaotic happening at the event, right? Now, let me be clear, no punches were thrown. It was just a bunch of pushing. TLBA decided to not finish the game. Rhode Island Elite wanted to finish the game. And ultimately, it was a game that was ruled no contest as we didn't get a finish. And it started, and before it really got going, unfortunately, the game never happened.
You know, some people, they aren't used to the attention to social media and stuff like that, so it gets in their head, that the emotions get the best of them, and they act out of character. I'll be honest, we didn't do anything that was out of character. We try to break it up. Another kid from their team grabs Isaac, grabs his throat and throws him, so I push him. They just let the emotions get the best of them, and then coaches can't just calm down, players can calm down. Some people just can't handle it, and they just got to their head. I don't know.
These 2 months can drastically change your life. Your clock is ticking like that to get recruited. In about 2 weeks, that window gets real short. I'm just telling you. You got about 2 to 3 weeks to be primed and hitting on all cylinders. This will change your life if you let it. But if I can't get it out of you, probably ain't nobody gonna get it out of you, just be honest.
Yeah, teams have an attitude when they play Eli Ellis. It's like, all right, publicity boy, all right, social media guy. We're going to show you that that's all you are, and we're going to, stick it to you as much as we can. Unfortunately for teams, I think what they've found out, Eli's going to get the last laugh most of the time.
My basketball goals across, in the future, about a year ago, I saw myself being in college, my plan was to have a really good college career and then hopefully go overseas. But after the season I've had this year, it's changed a lot. I have now the expectations of playing in the NBA. People have told me, a lot of high-level people who've played in the NBA or experienced it said I have a chance now. So now that that's kind of changed, I feel like after 2-3 years of college, hopefully getting to the NBA, I think that's probably 6 years ahead. Maybe being 3 years into the NBA, being a role player in the NBA, just being a dude that worked his way up to the top.